So today we're going to talk a little bit about how Reiki energy can actually heal you. What is it doing when you get this energy? How is it making you feel better? Right? So that's a good question, right? It's not talked about a lot. You can go to your doctor, they're probably not going to know. You can ask your friends, they're going to have a lot of opinions. Your Reiki practitioner should be able to tell you, though some might struggle. So I'm going to tell you here how we see it at Silver Moon Reiki. So the way Candace and I work with energy, we see each individual as made up of body, mind, spirit. Okay, these three parts of you are intertwined completely, but they're all distinct in the organ systems, we'll call them organ systems, that are part of them. So in the body, this is your biology. This does include your organs. This includes your cells. This includes your genetics, your immune system, your cardiovascular system, respiratory system, all these amazing body systems that have developed over millions of years of evolution. They're amazing. Body system that exists, that's part of you. Another part of you is your mental emotional system. So this is how you feel, how you process things, and how you mentally and emotionally process things, really how you feel about yourself and the world, and decode it in a way that makes sense to you. The third system is your energy system, and you do have an energy system just like you have the other two. We see this a lot in energy work as part of your chakra system. Your chakra system runs from top to bottom down the midline. You have many other chakra throughout your body, and meridians and all kinds of things. And you also have energy outside of you and inside of you that's constantly in interplay, but that is your energy system. You're actually made up of all three, and they all have been created to work together. So they're separate but together. There are separate systems that we can look at and explore, but all these systems are plugged in and integrated together and are a part of you. And they are all of you in a way that each one has a say, and each one is very important on how you're doing day to day, how you think about the world, how you think about yourself, how do I feel, how healthy I am, how unhealthy might I be, what happens when something affects me during the day. All these systems kind of kick in and come into play. And so sometimes even when someone comes to us and they have an issue, we don't know where it originated. We might have a guess. Is it a body thing? Is it biological? Is it mental? Is it energetic? Sometimes we don't know, and often it doesn't really matter because the systems themselves will all come together to try to help you heal, and supporting one system will support all three systems. So how does that work? So we know that pretty well in, let's say, the mental emotional system and the body system. Western medicine has begun to come much further along and recognize the power of the mind in healing. And we see this in many ways. So let's say you are anxious. I'm very anxious, not just normal anxious, but excessively anxious. I'm stuck in a state of anxiety. When this happens, my body also gets symptoms. Okay, my body is reacting to the anxiety. I'm releasing all kinds of chemical systems, anxiety systems, alertness. Anxiety was built to keep us safe. If I'm afraid, I can do things, I can run away, I can react, I can be extra vigilant. But when that system is stuck on, those systems are stuck on, and it begins to break me down. I get inflammation, I can't sleep, I'm restless, my stomach hurts. All these things can happen to me, to my body, when this mental system that starts, this anxiety system keeps going, right? And when I feel healthy, I feel good about myself, right? I feel confident. My biology will also respond. I actually feel pretty good, right? I would at least feel better than I would if I was depressed or anxious or had a lot on my mind. And so both of these work it. When my body's in great shape, I actually mentally feel better too. I'm not in pain. I'm not all rickety. When I get up, I just feel good after a night's rest. That helps my mental state, and I actually greet the day with more resiliency. So those two are pretty easy to see how they interplay. So what's the energy system doing? Well, the energy system is also in interplay with all of them. So your energy system supports both your body and your mind. And if we think of maybe the chakra example, for instance, let's talk about your heart chakra. You process a lot of emotions there, particularly sadness, compassion, things like that. If I have a loss in my family, maybe I lost a relationship, someone passed away, that really begins to hit my heart chakra where I'm processing this loss. And over time, that can leak into my mental emotional system. So as this slows down, that whole mental emotional system kicks in. Not only am I sad, but I may stay stuck sad. And that may go up and down through my energetic system and through my body as I'm sad. As I also will start to slow down. Might get pains. I might begin to not want to eat. Right? I can't sleep. All I can think about is pain and trauma and loss. So all these three systems sort of begin to go off balance. So everything that happens to you is also interplaying in your other systems. Now, if your other systems are very healthy, you're going to process that pain better, right? It's going to be better and easier for you. Just like if you're in shape physically and you go running, you're not going to be as sore as when you get back. You're going to heal more quickly from it. If you're in terrible shape and you go running, you're going to feel that a lot, okay? So the healthier all your systems are, the better you will feel and the better you can heal. So what is Reiki doing here? So Reiki is affecting your energy system. So because this is where the Reiki plugs in, essentially. So when you receive energy in your energetic system and it flows through, it's going to work on that system to make sure it's working at its best. If the system is disrupted or off balance, and that could be from mental, emotional, or biological issues, right? That'll throw the system off balance. As it goes back into balance and energy flows more easily and more powerfully through your system, it will begin to help the biology. It will begin to help your mind. So you'll get spillover effects to a very balanced energy system. That energy will also rush into both your biology and mental system at the chakra. So let's take this heart again, this loss. I had this loss. This is messed up, right? This is not flowing as well, my heart, in my energy system. And so as the Reiki energy flows into this heart, it's going to help try and release some of this pain. And how is it going to do that? Some of it will just release more easily. There's just some of it that gets stuck in the energy system. It just needs to flow. Some of it might be in the way you process the loss. Perhaps you'll have a new perspective. Perhaps you'll see things in a better way. Instead of feeling what I've lost, I might think about, what did I gain by having this person in my life? So you might shift your perspective. You might think about them in such a positive way. They're still with me and they want me to feel well. They wouldn't want me to stay in the state of despair. They would want me to carry on their legacy. So it could do things like that. Also could just make you feel better. So when my heart's sad, I might get pain in my chest. It might go lower. I might get pain in my stomach. The Reiki energy might work there as well. So it's going to help all parts of your system, mind, body, and spirit. A really good example we use in class is, let's say I was in a car accident, and as a result of that car accident, my leg is mechanically messed up. Okay, it got broken. It doesn't, the balance is off. It could be shorter after a surgery. Maybe the bones were fused. I have a lot of pain and I can't walk very well. Okay, that's really kind of biological, right? They actually, the whole structure of the leg is damaged. And so maybe I have a lot of pain and my mobility is terrible. Will Reiki help that, right? Well, it can, but it might do it in a way that you don't expect. So will it address this physical biology, the leg is kind of been shattered and it's fused in ways that reduce its mobility and I get pain from it? Could it fix that? Maybe, but it's going to be hard to, restructure the engineering of the leg, okay? Could it reduce inflammation and thus reduce pain? It could. Could it allow the cells in that area, that immune response that maybe is keeping inflammation or other things down, maybe the nervous system as it tries to repair itself, could that help it work at its best so you get more benefit or you get more healing or quicker healing? Absolutely, it could do that. It could support the biology to do its best, but it will only do its best. The other thing it could do is work on your mental emotional system. So I may have come out of this car accident really angry. I might be really angry at the person who hit me, or even myself if I was the source of the accident. I might be really upset that it's limiting my life. I might feel I'll never work in the same job again. I'll never be able to go out like I used to. I can't play with my dogs and my kids. And all these things might weigh heavily upon me. I even might think my future is going to be compromised from it. The Reiki energy could help your mental emotional system deal with this better. Okay? And it can do this even through your chakra system. It might make you have a new perspective. It might make you lift some of this anger or guilt, that you process it properly. Therapy is great, right? So it might help the therapy be more effective, or it might make you decide, I need to go to therapy so I can talk through this. It'll partner through that. It might help release these self-limiting thoughts that have really held you back. And at the end of the day, you might feel brighter about your future. You might decide it's not going to hold you back. You're not going to be the same again, but that doesn't mean your life is finished. You'll find new avenues and new ways of moving forward. And that's healing. Okay? So Reiki can work in many different ways by affecting your energetic system, which is connected to your biology and your mental emotional system. It'll partner with all the systems and to make you feel better, just like eating well and exercising makes your energy and mental system work better. Having a good attitude and having a balanced mind and spirit makes the energy system and the biological system work better. So this is just this third component that rarely gets worked on in Western medicine. Adding energy to it will make you feel better and do better. And like we would like to say to our clients, we want to help you improve your quality of your life. So Reiki is something that helps improve your quality of your life by helping all your body systems to be more balanced and more healthy. So I hope that answers your questions. If you have any other questions, we would love to answer them. Please feel free to send them to us or make comments. And if there are any other topics you would like us to talk about, we would love to hear from you and host those topics as well. Thank you.